as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
I feel guilty that I don't actually read every single night.
He crept out of the cupboard. Those gold coins would feed us for 100 years, he gasped.
These are all the stories that my children like. I liked them. Yeah. They just never go away, do they? And they're brilliant, they're lovely.
I read to my girls every night.
I still read to the younger two.
They learn a lot from the books, so much. As I didn't get it as a child, I didn't get that opportunity. I want to give the best I can for my kids.
I mean, I know mine love it.
Yeah, mine.
It started from when Ralph was about 6.
I've got 3 boys. They like similar books but equally different books, and there's a real kind of fight if we're going to read together, who gets to choose the book that night.
Do you tend to read just one book, or will you read 3 books to them?
Because my elder 2 are quite close together, we read a story together.
I read 3 books.
And then I go to my little one and he gets a different story because he likes different things at this stage.
We do mine very differently. I read to them individually and then they have their little mummy time, cuddle, bed.
I think that's how I have to do it, because when you've got the different ages, when I'm trying to get the little 2-year-old ready for bed, the 10-year-old can read her bit.
I think, especially when you've got children of different ages, it's quite
really
difficult,
to
isn't it?
work out who needs a story and who doesn't, who needs a bath and who needs to be in bed.
Well, I read to one while the other's in the bath. It's a bit of a production line. One gets out, I read to him, next one goes in the bath, and when she comes out I read to her. And when they're not being read to, they read themselves.
I would suggest perhaps setting a task for what some of the children to do while one of them's having a story, and also remembering that actually each child only needs a very small amount of time. It doesn't have to be a huge amount of time.
Different personalities like different books at different stages, because my elder one would never go and get a book in the day, but my middle one will often just take himself off and sit, and he can't read, but he likes to just flick through.
Definitely what I would say is go with their interests, go with what they want to read, because there's no sense of they have to read this or they have to read that.
They're saying that my oldest Saga has still got his favourite book from a baby, and I still want to read it now as well. He'll read it to the other ones.
That's cute.
Whereas Ella, anything girly. It's got to be girly and fairy tale.
My mum still has my Ladybird books, which were sort
they were
of
different
shapes.
they were
taller ones.
I don't think there was such a choice when we were growing up as a child. I think they like it when it's your book as well. My children really like the idea that it was a book that I either read or my parents read to me. It's like that kind of historical link.
I used to take myself off reading. I remember having books and reading them, but I don't necessarily remember my parents reading to me.
No, my parents never did.
I was read to all the time. I have lots of memories. Ginger the Cat, that was one. That was a Ladybird book, and my mum found it a few years back and brought it out, and we both shed a tear.
What's nice about these as well is I think some of them are the stories that you tell the children too, aren't they? So they're written down here, but actually quite a lot of them we've all got in our heads as stories, and they hear them at nursery, and they hear them
know them,
and they see them in the book. So it's not just the book; it's a story as well.
Yeah. Anything that captures their imagination, because I don't know, he'd rather watch telly. He would. He'd rather watch telly or play or do something. My 6-year-old is not a big reader, and really when he was little just wasn't interested at all. So I started by getting him magazines to read and little things like that, which I suppose made him more interested because it was just short little stories. But we don't always have that formal sitting around reading, and I do feel bad about it.
But it's not supposed to be a chore, it is supposed to be fun.
But
so
if
you do it at the times it's fun, that's great.
It's quite a hard balance, I think, to strike.
Yeah. But when he finds something, he'll read it in a second.
But if you don't read as an adult, then you're not going to see it as that important for your child.
No,
and also, they mirror you. My children will see me with a book in my hand, so they know that that's something I do for pleasure. And then they probably are going to give it a go.
Ever be hungry again?